Okay, so this is basically the best storm deck I've ever made, I guess. I'm hoping that this will be a way to non-cheese the You Are Nothing achievement as long as I don't get Time Lord. There's a few things that are important to actually making it work. Which is basically just Lantern, I think. I used Pandora's Box, if you're wondering where all of my strikes and defense went. I've been messing around with this in combats leading up to the final boss, and I don't think it's possible to fizzle. There are some cards in it that I don't think are, like, Survivor's not worth having. Neutralize is actually okay. Most of the powers don't even need to be here, because we're obviously trying to storm and win in one turn. The menaces I picked up and actually are, like, I mean, they're helpful, but I don't think they're necessary. So let's hope we don't get Time Lord. Okay, cool, Awaken one. That's fine. Why is my music not on? Sorry, let me turn the music up a little bit. Okay, so this should basically just win in one turn. Let us proceed. So the basic idea is that you use Burst and Acrobatics and Backflip to have infinity energy. So we're going to Burst Plus, which gives us the next two are cast twice, so we Backflip. Okay, good. Get Footwork out of our deck. That was a mistake, actually. Wow. At least it Acrobatics. Thank you so much. So now we just discard... I actually almost just fizzled the deck that I said was unfizzable. Unfizzleable? Anyways, so we have these double Tacticians upgraded to make it so we can keep going with energy. Okay, that's actually... I want to draw that Adrenaline early on. We don't need Sucker Punch right now. There are a few cards in the deck that just don't need to be there. That are for some reason. So double Adrenaline gives us extra energy. Flash of Steel is just a free damage. Hit Acrobatic. Wow. Alright, so we have pretty much God tier luck on those. Concentrate is basically the way that we get back our energy if we need it. Alright, we don't have, what's it called up, so we're actually going to do that. I don't, if you use Concentrate with Burst Plus up, or Burst in general, you actually have to discard 4 cards, so. We're going to, I think we need Acrobatics here. We need to refill the hand a little bit, get rid of Blur. Dagger Throws are really important as well. They give us another discard outlet for when we don't have one. Let's neutralize that guy. Sucker Punch this guy. Heel Hook, also really good for drawing into things. Okay, we have Burst going, so let's Backflip to fill the hand up. You see, like, Dagger Throw gives you a discard outlet in case you need an extra one. Can you even beat this guy in one turn? Technically? I'm not sure if I'm even going to get the achievement. I don't need energy, so I just need to draw. Survivor is, like, I think it's a bad card in here, but it is, like, a backup way to discard, I guess, if you really need that. We have Burst going, so let's Backflip. We're gonna overdraw, but that's fine. Escape Plan is free. Heel Hook is free. That's free. This is free. Discard that to do some damage to the boss. I think here we want to concentrate just to thin the deck out, or thin our hand out, excuse me. And then we want to burst some Acrobatics. I might have wanted to burst the might have wanted to burst a Backflip instead. But as I've said, I don't really think it matters what you do here. I think as long as you know how the deck functions, it's pretty much impossible to fizzle right now. The music seems a little loud to me, actually. I think it is just impossible to fizzle at this point. Okay, let's Backflip to draw some cards. Like, Blur doesn't need to be in the deck. Blur has actually no purpose being in the deck. The Dagger Throws are really nice. The backflips are really nice. Pen nib just kind of makes it so I can actually kill things with dagger throws and sucker punches and whatnot. I think we can concentrate here for more energy and then just repeat the process of bursting a backflip. One of them is not a burst plus for some reason. I have no idea why. We actually do want to do this to discard both of these. Let me burst again, fill our hand back up with acrobatics. Let's get rid of a dagger throw. What more you got for me? Let's get rid of tactician. I'm hoping you can actually get the achievement here. We have 13 energy, so we can just start kind of willy-nilly doing this. We don't need to neutralize. We want to fill up our hand, so we have burst going, so we're going to use backflip because it fills up our hand. If you need to discard, it's better to use an acrobatics, but we don't need to discard at the moment. So our burst is gone, so let's burst again. Want to fill up, so we're going to backflip. Okay, we got concentrate, which is good, but we don't want to use it with the burst. We want to use escape plan because it just draws 2 free cards. Now we want to concentrate. I mean, we don't need to, but we just get rid of some garbage. Let's do a dagger throw, see what we get. Don't want survivor. Flash of Steel is free. Okay, we want to burst again because we need to fill up our hand with some backflips. This is actually the greatest deck I've ever built, basically, because it's basically Storm in Slay the Spire, which is amazing. Let's fill back up. We need a discard outlet. We need a little bit more of a solid discard outlet than what we currently have. Where did our discard outlets go? We might as well use Blur at this point. There's no reason not to. Alright, there's Concentrate. That's a good discard outlet. Make sure we don't have Burst going, because we do not want to burst that as much. Need to fill back up the hand, so we're going to backflip again. Let's do Escape Plan, because it just draws you free. And you can see basically, like, there are cards that I don't want to be in here, but for the most part, it's exactly what you would want for this type of deck. We can discard that. Sometimes you just want to kind of get cards out of your hand and get the easiest, because you want to draw more cards with acrobatics and whatnot. One of the easiest ways is Concentrate. And then we want to fill back up with Backflip. And then I think here we can dagger throw this Tactician for some extra energy. Sucker Punch to get it out of our hand. We still have Burst going, so it's Acrobatics to overdraw a little bit. Get rid of this Tactician for more energy. We can get rid of a Survivor, we don't really need that. Heel Hook, Flash of Steel is free. At this point I think we can Burst plus a Concentrate. We have enough cards that we don't really want, so we can just use them to get energy. And then we can Acrobatics to fill back up. And I'm sure by now you've kind of gotten the idea of how this works. I mean, he should be dead. I don't actually know if Awakened One is... if it's possible to get the achievement on Awakened One. I did actually get the achievement. So the first half counts. But I'll kill the second half instantaneously anyways. Blur's the... So, here's the deck if you didn't see it at the beginning. Basically, the worst cards in it are Sucker Punch, Survivor. Those don't need to be in there. I do want Neutralize to make Heel Hooks free, and Sucker Punch kind of fills that role. Blur actually is just a waste of a card. But I didn't have enough removal to actually get rid of all the cards that I wanted to get rid of. There's a lot of redundancies in backflips and acrobatics. I've got, I think, 3 backflips and 2 acrobatics. Got 2 dagger throws. I've got like 3 bursts, which is just absurd. Is it 3 or only 2? I only have 2. Either way. I guess I have to end my turn here. And I will retain probably backflip. Sadly, I don't have Ice Cream, so I don't get to keep all my energy. But we'll see how unfizzleable it actually is. If we can... Let's see if we can do it on this turn. Okay, I think we can. I think we've actually already drawn exactly what we need to make this just go off. So we discard Tactician and a backflip. And then we burst. Backflip to fill back up. Neutralize to make Heel Hook free. You can act. So interestingly enough, if you have burst and you have another burst, you can just keep bursting, which is something that I learned while messing around with this deck. I did this deck to try and get the achievement for playing 25 cards in one turn. Might as well just get these out of the way. I wanted the achievement for getting 25 cards played in a single turn, and I accidentally ended up making a deck that not only did that, but also got the achievement for, sorry, it's hard to talk while playing this deck. Also got me the achievement for killing a boss in a single turn. So we need to discard here, so I think our easiest way with a full hand like this is to dagger throw. We can heel hook to try and get another dagger throw. Okay, concentrate's good, because we actually want to thin our hand out a little bit. So we'll sucker punch to get that out of here, make our hand a little bit smaller, and then just start back flipping again. There's a concentrate, that's nice. We do have a burst up, so if we concentrated, we might fizzle, so we might actually not want to do that. So that would discard... Actually, I think this is actually something that we might want to do. So we can discard those, then we discard these to get a bunch of energy, and then we just burst this acrobatics to draw 8 cards. So as, I mean, like, obviously I'm doing different lines occasionally, because I actually just don't think it's possible for this deck to not just go infinite. I'm pretty sure this deck is just infinite no matter what you do. I'm gonna fill back up with backflip. I mean, obviously assuming that you don't, like, completely screw up somehow. Concentrate these away. Acrobatics to fill back up. Get rid of that. Let's backflip to draw more. And obviously, the actual killing potential of this is really, like, slow. It's not a fast kill. Don't do this strategy if you have somewhere to be. The strategy is definitely not for someone who does not have the time to do this. Because I think this run in total took me like 2 hours or something. The early parts of it were pretty bad. Because obviously, like, I picked up Pandora's Box and it gave me a bunch of junk. So we want to get some stuff out of our hand. So we can do it like that. We can start dagger throwing. To get some damage here, we need to fill back up, so let's... Oh, shoot, we just double bursted on accident, which is fine, but... Just keep in mind that you can accidentally do that. Let's concentrate to thin the hand out a little bit. I think we can get rid of a backflip because we have so much redundancy in what we have in this deck. This deck is... It's 26 cards, but it's like 26 of the same exact cards. I want to get rid of Blur, not Burst. I could go infinite on Burst if I wanted to. I don't actually know how many bursts you can even have at a time, or if it caps out at all. I'm just trying to kill the boss at this point, honestly. There we go. Okay, cool. So there you go. There's how to storm, I guess, in Slay the Spire. Oh. Hello? I think my game froze. There we go. I won. Look at that. Isn't that pretty neat? Alright, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe for more, and follow me on Twitter because I did this on stream. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.